Welcome back, everybody, to another Melon Sandbox video. Today, we're checking out some of the most crazy FNAF mods that I got my little dingy fingers on. One of them includes this little world that I found. It's called Five Nights at Melon. It's a little difficult to see here. I really don't know what to do, but as you can see on the left, these are like some melon and corn, pumpkin, apple animatronics right here. It's just really hard to see them right now. Hold on, I think we have a flashlight somewhere, don't we? Aha, we do. Heck yeah. All right, baby, we got a flashlight. This is gonna be really hard to see. I'm just gonna try to show you the characters here real quick. First, we got this melon over here. I don't know what he's supposed to be. I think that's Freddy. And then we got the corn in the middle. He also has little chompers. These guys are just so dark in here. You can't see anything. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with this map, but there is definitely something wrong. And then we got this apple guy right here. Finally, he's also an animatronic, but he is in the fruit form. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get off this map because it is entirely too dark to see literally anything. These are also my two new characters right here. I downloaded this one right here. You can see he is William Afton. He actually comes with this knife, so I'm super excited to stab some melons with this. This other one is Burnt Trap, though. He's a burnt animatronic. As you can see, this guy literally has no skin on him. But now I'm going to test these guys on some regular melons right here. These are the gore melons. They don't want to stand up straight for some reason. I'm just going to take Burnt Trap over here, and we're going to take his fist, and we're going to try to claw this melon right in the head, see if we can break him wide open. Oh! Yo! Burnt Trap is actually kind of strong, bro. Holy crap. Look what he did to this guy right here. Oh my gosh. Well, we can just go ahead and throw him out of the way. Burnt Trap is an absolute menace. Hold on, I gotta see what he does with his feet now, dude. I think he's made out of metal, so it would make sense that he does a lot of damage. Okay, let's see a stomp here. Ooh! William Afton is gonna have a tough time outperforming Burnt Trap right here. Okay, well, Burnt Trap, we're gonna put you over here. We're gonna do the durability test on him after we see what Mr. Afton can do with that knife of his. My expectations are not super high for the yellow rabbit here, although that knife does look sharp. Oh, the melon just stuck his face on there. Is he dead? Okay, no, he's good. Okay, I thought he died. I was gonna be so mad. All right, here we go. We got the knife now. We just gotta jab it into one of these little melons right here. Yo, it is really sharp. I'll give it that. Hold on, this is something I always like doing. I like to freeze the knives out like here, and then I just like dropping a melon on there and see what happens. Like, look at this. We can just pick him up and just throw him down. Ooh, this went right in his guts. And we can just slam his face on there. Ooh, oh no, no, I killed this. Oh, I killed William Afton, dude. Are we kidding? Hold on, let me peel off all these melon pieces right here. Oh yeah, yeah, dude. I think the rabbit might be just a tad bit more deadly than Burnt Trap, but that is ridiculous right there. All right, now we got to durability test these two. I have a feeling Burnt Trap is going to excel here just because he's made of metal. All right, we got the gun locked and loaded at his head. Here we go. Nothing. Oh my gosh. Okay, I lied. I just had to shoot him in the soft spot right in the neck, and then Burnt Trap died. It looks like Mr. Afton back here is bleeding a little bit too. What do you think that means, huh? Can someone not take a shot? Huh? Can you take one to the stomach? No. Oh, William, you are very vulnerable to bullets. That suit does not help at all. What happens if I just shoot you in the little kneecap, huh? Oh, now you can't walk, huh? We just pop him in the head, you know, finish the job or something. Well, we could just end him right now. Come on, die, yes! I want to see who's behind this mask, dude. There's got to be a melon under there, right? No, it's just a whole person? Dang, I thought there would be a melon under there. I guess not. All right, well, now that we got that out of the way, it's time to move on to the reason why you guys clicked on this video. I have found a full-body Springlock suit, and it actually shows the melon. I think it's called a Springlock skeleton. Yes, it's right here. Look at this thing. It's just a bunch of metal. This would be so uncomfortable to wear. Oh my gosh, guys, look at that. Can we take off his mask? We can. Look at that. The rest of his body is just in this suit right here. Now, unfortunately, this is purely cosmetic, so it does not have a functionality, but we are going to change that because I'm going to make my own functional Springlock suit. I have been doing a lot of research to figure out how to make these things as accurate as possible, and I've been learning how to use electric wires and stuff in this game. Okay, I think I'm going to use the nail gun here to sort of simulate like nails being driven into his body. easy, like the Springlock would do. As you can see, we can shoot nails on him, and it actually like sticks into his head. So I'm thinking we just rig up a bunch of these nail guns and we make them super small and invisible, and then we can just use a button to activate them all at the same time. This is about as small as we can make them in the game. And this is kind of going to be like the mechanism that we use for the actual Springlock itself. I just got to make sure to press all of these up against the skin so that we know that the nails will go in. I really hope that when I unfreeze this, it does not break the Springlock suit. Okay, let's see what happens. Ooh, okay, we're good. All right, now all we have to do is just rig up a button to make this work. You guys aren't going to believe this, but I actually am capable of doing some wiring in this game. It's just these little guys are so hard to press and actually get the wire on there. Okay, for some reason I cannot get this to work. It does not want to latch on to the nail guns right here. Okay, so it looks like the button's not going to work. So we're going to have to just go through here and manually push all these nail guns in and see if that just works. This is going to be either so good or so scuffed. I have no idea which one it's going to be. Oh my gosh. All right, we're about to unfreeze this in slow motion in 3, 2, 1. Oh no, it didn't work. What the heck? Why did this not work at all? Is it because the nail guns are too big or too small? That was the most disappointing thing ever. Oh my gosh, that did not work at all. I for sure thought that was gonna work. What if we had pistons that kind of just like pushed knives, like tiny little needles inside of the Springlock? I'm thinking that could work. There's no way these two things work, right? I feel like these are just destined to fail. I think I need to like glue them together somehow. Isn't there a glue staff that we could use? There is. The glue staff kind of just killed him. There is not a lot of contraptions in this game that are actually going to work. I think the best one we all know and love literally just uses pistols. Like there is a functioning suit out there that literally just uses pistols, I think. So that's what I'm going to try to do. All right, we have it all set up. And as soon as we unfreeze this game, this guy is going to die in his little Springlock suit. In 3, 2, 1. Oh, there we go. Oh my gosh. I think we actually got it to work that time. That was awesome. Something else I really like to do to simulate this is I take a bear trap, right? And I just sort of turn it upside down and then I just drop it on his head and it kind of like recreates the whole Springlock idea. So if we just drop it from up here in slow-mo, you're going to see it clasp around his head. And yeah, look at that. Like it's just a whole Springlock suit. I think that simulates it the best that I've ever done, dude. That is awesome. How it just crushes his head with one singular lock. Now, something cool you can do with this suit is you can take a gore melon, and since this suit isn't really compatible with saves, it kind of like crunches them immediately, I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, we were able to get it on him. Look at him. He is actually locked up right now in the suit. You can see his arms are hanging back and everything. Oh, they're going. Okay, it kind of freaked out there a little bit. Okay, that was sweet. His brain fell out. You can see his eyeballs dangling down here too. This Springlock suit has got him locked in this pose right here. This is awesome. Yeah, I think that's all it's about gonna do is just knock his brain out, but you can just sort of just sit here and play with it. Yeah. Putting every sort of Springlock suit that I have. Oh, crap. Oh, if you put too many Springlock suits on your melon, he just explodes. Oh, boy. This is the end of this video. If you guys want to see some more Melon Sandbox, make sure to let me know down in the comments below, and I'll talk to you in the next video.